Hello, today I'm going to show you how to use your TI-84 graphing calculator. If you have a graphing calculator, you should pull it out now so you can push the keys while I'm doing the demonstration on the screen. And at any time, if you'd like to carry out some of the operations, go ahead and pause the video, carry out the operations or solve the calculations, and then restart the video, and I'll be right here. Okay, the first thing we want to do is turn on the calculator. The way you do that is on the TI-84 calculator, on the bottom left is the on button. And so go ahead and push that. It's lit up on the screen and the calculator comes on. You'll know that the calculator is on because the cursor is blinking on the graphing screen. If you want to turn off the calculator, you see right up above the on button is off in blue. So to activate that, to turn it off, I go ahead to the top left of the keyboard, hit second, and then hit on. That'll turn off the calculator. Okay, the next thing we want to do is enter some simple expressions. I'm going to go ahead and do item A there at the top of your screen, 5 squared. There's two ways to do this, and I'll show you both ways. On the keyboard, I'm going to go ahead and hit 5. And on the left-hand side of the keyboard is this x squared. That's going to put a square on the 5 when I hit that. So look on the screen and you can see it's now 5 is now 5 squared. The TI-84 doesn't have an equal sign, but the enter button at the lower right is equivalent to an equal sign. So I'm going to go ahead and hit that, and you can see 5 squared equals 25. The second way to have an exponent like squared on 5 is to use the caret key. And the caret key is located under the four-way arrows, under the clear, and this key that looks like it has the roof of a house, that's the caret key. So I'm going to go ahead and hit 5, caret, and you'll see that 5 now has a blinking cursor in the exponential area. The caret turns the next key into an exponent. So I'm going to go ahead and hit 2, and 5 becomes 5 squared. Enter, and we got 25. Okay, I want to carry out the inverse of 5 squared, which would be the square root of 25. Again, there's two ways to do this. First, I'll use the square root key, which is located in blue, that blue symbol on the left-hand side of the keyboard underneath the x squared. So I'm going to go ahead and hit second, square root, enter 25, and finally equals or enter. The square root of 25 is 5. The second way to do this is using the caret key. Square root is the same as an exponent of 1/2. So I'm going to enter 25, caret, and I want to enter 1/2. It's already up there in the exponential position. 1 divided by 2, enter, and the square root of 25 is 5. The caret is just more flexible than an exponential key, and so I use it in a lot of places. Go ahead and pause your screen if you've got your calculator with you now, and go ahead and try these other expressions. 2 to the 6th power, that would be 2 caret 6. We've already done 5 to the 1/2 power, 25 to the 1/2 power. On D is 1/3 to the 4th power. Be sure to use parentheses, and you can see the answers to all 4 of those are here just underneath the expressions. So go ahead and pause your screen and do those, and I'll see you in a minute. Okay, welcome back. I'm gonna show you a more complicated expression, C, which is 50 divided by 7, or 50 divided by 5 plus 2. Before I enter that, I need to tell you the TI-84 uses order of operations. That is, first it simplifies all parentheses in the expression, then simplifies the exponential part of the equation or expression. When that's done, it takes care of all the multiplications or divisions going from left to right. And finally, when all of that's done, if there's any additions or subtractions, it carries out addition or subtraction going from left to right. Okay, back to the calculator. I'm going to hit this clear button just underneath the 4-way arrow so that I can have a clean screen. And I'm going to go ahead and enter 50 divided by 5 plus 2. 50 divided by 5 plus 2. 50 divided by 7 is equal to 7.1428. But when I hit this key, I'm not going to get 7.1428. What happened? I got 12. Well, the TI-84 looked at my expression and it saw that instead of 50 divided by 7, what it saw was 50 divided by 5 plus 2. Since division is higher in order of operations than addition, the calculator divided 50 by 5, which is 10, and then it added 2 to that. The way we can get around that problem is use parentheses around the 5 plus 2. So I'm going to go ahead and enter that again. But with parentheses, 50 divided by parentheses 5 plus 2 and parentheses, enter, and I got 7.142, the correct answer. What happened? Well, the TI-84 saw parentheses around the 5 plus 2. Since parentheses are higher in order of operations than division, the TI-84 simplified the 5 plus 2, made it a 7, and then divided 50 by 7, which gives us 7.14. Now would be a good time to pause the screen and carry out these next expressions, D and E. And as you can see on the right-hand side of the screen are the answers to those expressions. Go ahead and pause the screen, carry that out, and I'll see you in just a minute. Okay, I hope that worked out right. Now we're going to look at subtraction and negative. On the TI-84, subtraction and negative are both on the keyboard, and subtraction is different than negative. If you use one instead of the other one, if you use the wrong one, you're going to get the wrong answer or an error message. So I'll go ahead and demonstrate. I'm going to do 10 subtract 7. Enter 10. On the right-hand side of your keyboard, you see subtract. That's the operation subtraction. I hit that, and then 7, and we get what we expect, 3. Now I'm going to do it the wrong way. 10, negative 7, and the negative sign is underneath the 3 at the bottom of the keyboard. I'm going to hit enter, and I got an error message. You can clear the error message by hitting enter or clear. So I'll go ahead and hit enter, and there it is. What happened? Well, the TI-84 was expecting an operation between the 10 and the 7. It was expecting the operation subtraction, but it had a negative sign. So it didn't know what to do with a negative sign. It was expecting addition, subtraction, multiplication, or division. And without an operation there, it just gave us an error. So on this next example, I'm going to show you both subtraction and negative. Clear the screen. A is 5 subtract parentheses negative 10 and parentheses. The parentheses make it clearer to the calculator. And okay, so 5 subtract there on the right hand side, parentheses, negative at the bottom of the keyboard, 10, and parentheses. Whoops, I want to get rid of that. I had too many parentheses. 5 subtract negative 10. Remember from arithmetic that if you subtract a negative, that's the same as adding. So 5 subtract negative 10 is the same as 5 plus 10. When I hit enter, I get 5 plus 10 is 15. Why don't you go ahead and pause the screen, do number B, which is 10 times, and that star is multiplication, parentheses negative 25 plus 2.3 and parentheses, and you can see to the far right is the answer, negative 227. Go ahead and try that one out. Pause your screen, and that's it for today. I'll see you at the next video when we enter functions and do graphs. Bye.